Today we saw the wonderful video of how a girl who was on crutches and she participated in a race with the completely able girls or children, and even though she was last, she did not give up the hope. In fact, the others had already reached the finish line, and somewhere there she kind of was still starting to run. So the I totally identify with her, and I'm going to share my journey of where I identify with her journey, because I feel that she was totally justified in running in spite of knowing that she stood no chance in the big scheme of things. Where everybody else was running, she stood no chance of getting anywhere. But the thing is that it was totally not about, because once the race was over, it was over. Everyone was going to go home. Some were going to take the medals, some were going to have to come second last, etc., etc. But it was about what she learned while participating, what are her own boundaries that she excelled while participating, and how much she improved from the last time. Probably some time before that, she was not even comfortable. She was comfortable enough only in walking with her crutches. Probably that was one of her first times trying to run with the crutches. So it is totally an individual's journey. So let me share with you about how all lifelong I always wanted to learn salsa. So I had joined a class around when I was 35. I joined a class, and nothing much came out of it. It was about a 6 weeks course, and I did not achieve much in that class, and it was left. So there was always a kind of a regret, a small regret in the corner of my heart, that I couldn't do something that I love. So, when one day we were at the boulevard in Lavasa, and it was a Women's Day, and there was a art who later on became my teachers, Irisha and Avdesh, and they were wonderful salsa dancers, and they were holding a demo class for anyone who was willing to practice a little bit, and it was a 45-minute class, and so I participated. And this time around, I found that with this set of teachers, I seemed to be okay, not as bad as I was in the earlier class. So when I came back, and then in Pune, and then I went to check out the class, and I paid up the fees, and I joined. And the funny thing was, on the first day when I went, I was not prepared for this at all, because in a salsa class, in a dance studio, you have a mirror in front of you, and all the participants are on this side, and we all can see ourselves and everything. And when I looked in the mirror, what do I see? Everyone was below 30, and here I was, I think, in my 45s, and everyone was below 30. When I say, there were some 20 somethings also. And so we started with the basic and everything, so that was all fine. And but what started happening was that the basic class, in the beginning we were all equal, and then somewhere around the third or fourth class, we would have everyone else running ahead, and then I would somehow find I was still with the basics. So at the first time, it was little disheartening when the basic batch that I joined, they moved ahead to intermediate, and I stayed back. I continued doing the basics, and then this happened a second time. And then I told myself that it's all right, because if I never started this journey, I wouldn't even have learned the basic. So I continued. And of course, there was another lady with me, and she said it doesn't matter. She encouraged me also. She said it doesn't matter, because it's not about them, it's about us getting better. She was the only one who was similar age to me. Later she had joined. And then I realized that my winning day was totally not about moving from the one level to the other, because my winning day came on the day It was my son's wedding reception, and we performed at his wedding reception together, me and my son, and it was a joyous, joyous occasion, and we did quite well, I must say. So, if I have to say so myself, and the appreciation and the applause that we got, it made every minute worth it. And if I may share with you that all along the journey, the thing of being with these youngsters who had a different mindset, the way of thinking, and all, going for movies with them, going to salsa parties with them. In fact, I had even been to the Goa Salsa Festival. So, all these experiences would have been lost and totally not been mine if I had taken that hesitation that with these all pretty youngsters, I had not a single chance to start. And I must tell you that I enjoyed every moment that I participated. Thank you.